A little more than a month ago, well-known sign language interpreter Virginia Moore passed away at the age of 61. According to her release, she passed away after an extended stay in the hospital for heart surgery and then complications with her lungs and kidneys. Today, her life was celebrated in Louisville. WKYT's Julia Sandor shares the heartfelt messages from those Moore touched all over the state. That is tonight's top story.
It's a celebration of her life.
Every person mattered to Virginia.
Remembered for making an impact on the lives of people in the deaf and hearing community, Virginia Moore was on many Kentucky screens during the pandemic.
She led with kindness, love, compassion, and inclusion. You knew that you mattered to Virginia.
Friends and family came together, sharing their stories about Moore. Virginia's older brother, Dick Moore, says although they were 13 years apart in age, they were as close as siblings get.
Virginia, absolutely full of life. She always kept us alive, was always cheery, energetic. I can just see her energy just exploded to everybody in the room.
Popular across the Commonwealth, Moore received several awards and holds the highest level of interpreter certification.
My mother used to always tell her, put your hands lower, don't sign. And she would get up and she'd say, Mom, stop. Everybody needs to see this. I am proud of signing. I'm proud to be part of the community. And she is hearing, but she taught us to be proud of our deafness.
With dozens of people sitting side by side, her family remembers her for the positive attitude she had in every aspect of life.
I know that you all are watching us, and you watched Virginia for many years, and I want to thank you all for supporting Virginia.
Julia Sandor, WKYT.
That celebration of life was held at Viewpoint Hall in the Muhammad Ali Center in Louisville.